WWE Basic Series, soon to be called the Main Event Series, 145 Gunther, the Ring General. This is the first Gunther figure I have purchased. This is the new articulation style, which I will mention if we talked about it in the Hogan one. I didn't know how they were going to actually do things. If you look at his shoulders before we get him out of the box, they did not cut them there, so it's still like it was as far as the arms go with certain modes, but it is new as far as the legs go. And this looks like a brand new mode for Gunther in general, because I don't know any other figure has got those knee pads unless they're just painted on there and not molded. We will see when it's loose. This is 145. Ran across these the other night at the old Wally World. Decided to pick this up. I had passed on a Gunther that came with Ricochet because it was the old style basics. Waiting for the top picks Gunther just because I need an elite Gunther. I'm still going to get that, but this will do till then. We have Tiffany Stratton, Sami Zayn, Kane, and Ludwig Kaiser in the line. Kaiser is the chase. I picked up a Kaiser, I picked up a Tiffany Stratton, and I picked up a Gunther. Didn't get Kane or Sami Zayn, but you know. Plus, I'm not a mint collector, so that's why the box is dinged up, because I threw all my figures I bought over the last week in a bag till I could get a chance to review them, and they kind of got dinged up. But that's okay, because I'm not going to keep them in the package anyway. That being said, let's get the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, apparently, at least in length, out of the package and see what we're working with. One of the first things we'll say about old Gunther here is he is just rocking cones on. He has, this isn't a new mode. He does have the leg movement that the Hulkster has, though, down there on the knee. So maybe that is a regular Gunther. You can use the sleds, which is the whole gimmick. They can at least do that, which makes them more articulate. They have this weird elbow movement the previous basic style had. But now it's up there on the shoulder. And was a really good Gunther, actually. I think it was a lot like the Ring General. Kind of odd to go for the body of Gunther, because he's a bigger guy, but he was Big Daddy Walter. He was like a bigger fellow with a lot of weight, got some great shape. This is kind of a mix of the both. I feel like Gunther's a little skinnier than this now. Kind of looking like they're rocking the Bronx. We've got Ring General on his tights. So, yeah, it looks good for what it is. Oh, this is kid line. Hey, I needed a Gunther, and it was there. I picked him up. And with that being said, let's set the taste and show the highlight video. Kind of a shorter look at the guy, but I mean, what else more could we really say about the figure? It looks really good, and I need a new style if I know about it. But other than that, I don't think I have a note about this figure. What is this little weird here? Keeping with our Imperium theme, we have another member of Imperium, Series 146 WWE Basics from Mattel, Ludwig Kaiser, or Kaiser. First time in the line for this guy. And that is what we got here, working from the package, sort of, if I could talk here today, so to speak, is what I'm trying to say. We will pop him out here. This is the second of 3 members of Imperium. I don't have Giovanni da Vinci, but I need to get him so I can complete the trio of Imperium. But this is pretty much the second most important member of the group at this point, I would say. They're really kind of building him up as a solo guy from time to time there on WWE Raw and Smackdown and whatnot. I heard he's actually dating Tiffany Stratton in real life, so I guess he's a winner for sure. May put him above Gunther in that category. As I said before in the previous one, got everybody here but Sami Zayn and Kane. Don't really need them. Probably won't get them. But I did need this one because I'm trying to kind of go out of my way to get some of the newer people. So this is the new basic style, which is not too shabby. So with that being said, let's see how old Ludwig looks. Well, looks wise, it looks like old Ludwig. Uh, Maybe it should went a little lighter on the hair part there because he usually keeps that pretty shaved off. Looks like he's probably aged 10 years from the actual 33 years old he is. Other than that, I don't know if we can complain. We got the Kaiser, Ludwig Kaiser on his backside there. We got the knee pads. We do not have the little ankle bend that Hulkster and Gunther had. So apparently you got to be big and muscular to get those modes now with these. But it does have the little weird elbow shimmy, even if it don't have the cut at the tricep. Uh, this man in real life has a really like weird belly button that's like up here. So it's a normal placement on this figure, although it does look kind of high up. But yeah, next time you watch a Ludwig Kaiser match, watch him and notice that his belly button is basically right there. Boot wise, he's got this weird little painted every other strap thing, which I thought was interesting. But if you go back and you look up his boots, he does do a little weird lapping thing like that. So it does make sense. So that being said, let's get a look at Ludwig here. And it's a pretty cool figure. Not perfect, but it'll do to an elite shows up. WWE Basic Series 145, Tiffany Stratton, the former NXT Women's Champion. She's now on Smackdown, was in the Elimination Chamber. Probably going to be a big deal fairly quick. This is her first time in the line. Very attractive woman. Figure may or may not have that. It kind of looks more like Thea Hale almost in the face, but we'll see what it looks like when we get out of the package. That's what we look like though in the package. Flip it over, and we see more from lovely Tiffany Stratton, whose signature move is the prettiest moonsault ever, the PME, if you did not know. There is everybody else in the set, and we reviewed everybody but Kane and Sami Zayn because I did not purchase them. Probably won't because I don't really care for either one of them unless we get a good deal. But here we have her. She's hot. She's lovely. She's very athletic. And we're going to see what she looks like outside of the package. So what can we say about this figure? Scan-wise, I don't know about it. I don't know if that looks like Tiffany Stratton to me. I mean, I kind of see it, but I kind of don't see it. The rest of her looks pretty active. I think this might have been what can we say here? Looks pretty accurate. Pretty boob job, I assume. The one thing about this figure that strikes me is there's a weird copyright on her back. 2023 Mattel. That's not on none of the other figures' backs. Usually they're at the bottom of the boots. But I'm guessing maybe they had some more stuff that they wanted to add here for some reason. We have, of course, the splits action, and we have the wrist action. Along with everything else, the head feels like it's about to pop off. So this figure, whereas the other ones in the set seem just fine and dandy, this one seemed a little off to me for some reason. I'm not saying it's a bad figure per se, because a lot of first time in the line figures aren't as good. I don't think the first Becky they made was as good as the other ones. But yeah, I mean, it'll do till we get another Tiffany Stratton in elite form. We do have the TS on the boots, and these knee pads feel even more rubbery than they normally do. But the outfit's okay. The face, I don't know. But it's the only Tiffany Stratton we got right now. So with that being said, let's get a closer look. I guess closer than what we've already got.